Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to talk today a little bit about, I know that we talked a couple of videos ago, we talked about labels and, twin flames, soul mates, all those different things. Today I wanted to talk about some different labels. We've got intuitives, we've got healers, we've got energy healers, we've got Reiki, we've got mediums, we've got psychics, we've got astrologers, we've got all of these people in this space. And I wanted to just give you a little bit of insight on the difference between some of them. I mean, some of them are very obvious. We know what Reiki is, which is a form of energy healing. We also know that an astrologer reads your birth chart based on how the stars and the moon and the sun and everything were aligned at the date, time, and place of your birth. We all are guided, our bodies are guided to a large degree, I believe, by planetary influences because our bodies are primarily made up of water, and the moon has a pull, a gravitational pull on those things, and so it does affect us. Um, I will say, without trying to be negative, without trying to negate the value that a lot of people do here in YouTube. There's a lot of really interesting people who do readings for horoscopes and various things. They typically tend to read tarot cards. Um, and they tend to all be general readings. So I guess my only caveat with that is that when they are general readings, keep in mind that, as they say, this may or may not resonate with you. Timelines are fluid. It may have happened already. It may happen in 2 months. It's pretty. It leaves it pretty open for interpretation when you say, well, this could have already happened, or it could happen in the future, and it could resonate and it could not. Because with those general readings, they speak in such terms that if you really analyze it, the odds that something that they say has happened in the past or will happen in the future are pretty great. I will qualify that, though, by saying that I have come across a couple of them that are actually quite interesting, because I believe that they are also connected to Source and that they are doing some intuitive as well. I haven't tried any of them for private readings. I'm sure that they're probably have some validity to their services on a private reading basis. Okay, so enough about that. So what I wanted to talk to you primarily about is psychics versus mediums. So a psychic is somebody that can read your energy, and a medium is somebody who communicates with the other side, people who have passed over, your loved ones, your guides, people who communicate with people on the other side. Some psychics can do that as well, but a medium actually does that. I'm a medium. A medium can be a psychic. A psychic rarely is a medium. So there's some things that you need to be aware of, though. When you're getting a reading, I don't want you to become disheartened. I don't want you to waste your money. There are a lot of, lack of a better term, charlatans out there who will take advantage, who will gladly take your money and tell you that you have to keep coming back and you have to keep paying them, because if you don't, your life is going to unravel. Very, very unscrupulous behavior, and certainly not spirit-led. When you're connecting, when you're looking for a medium, or a psychic for that matter, the first and foremost thing that I can tell you is, do not feed them any information. You can tell how good a psychic or a medium is based on what they're going to tell you, not what you're going to tell them. If they start saying stuff like, did you ever live in Manhattan? And you say yes, then that gives them carte blanche. They could fabricate a whole bunch of stuff about Manhattan and how that implicates in your life now or in the past. Rather, what you should be looking for is for somebody to say, I see that you were in Manhattan and you liked bagels at Sal's Bagel Shop, or something like that. Some kind of proof. When you're working, especially with a medium, I was trained by a spiritual medium who insisted that before we were allowed to give any messages to our recipients, we had to give them proof of where that message was coming from. We had to describe the circumstance or the person, how they came across, something solid. Now, granted, I will also tell you that there have been times I've done readings and I will bring somebody who isn't immediately recognizable to the person I'm doing the reading for. That also is not unusual because our souls have been connected, but maybe we were never connected. For instance, this is probably a bit funny. I have had the spirit of my mother's uncle, who I never met, come to me. And the reason I knew that is because I phoned my mother and I asked her. I was hit with this overwhelming odor of pig manure. And I don't know if any of you have been exposed to pig manure in the past, but it is an odor that you, believe me, will never forget if you've smelled it. It is pungent, it is ammonia, it gets stuck in your sinuses and you almost can't get it out. I didn't know what that had anything to do with, so I phoned my mother and asked her if she had any connections in her side of the family, and she said yes, her uncle owned a piggery. So sometimes it won't be recognizable, but the message should still make sense. And the medium should not ask you questions about has your father passed over or anything like that. If they're connecting with your father, they will tell you. A good medium will tell you, I've got your father here, or I've got a father energy here. So I'm trying to teach you this so that you can avoid being caught by people who maybe they, let's be generous, maybe they do have some abilities. Let's get real. All of us have the abilities, but not all of us know how to tap into it, which is why this is such a growing industry, because people are looking for answers. They're looking for people to give it to them rather than looking for spirit to give it to them. So that's why I offer my one-on-one and group mentorship, because my goal is to help teach you how to tap into your soul and your connectivity so that you don't have to rely on third-party sources. You don't have to go to a medium. You don't have to go to a psychic. You may still wish to, but you won't have to. And if you do choose to go to a medium or a psychic, make sure that you're going to somebody who is actually going to give you a quality reading and not get you to feed them information that they can then throw up, regurgitate back at you and make you think that they've tapped in. So I hope that that's helped to explain. Please subscribe, like, share the videos. If you are interested in learning how to tap into your own spiritual knowing, your own spiritual significance, drop me an email. The email link is on my About page, and just drop me a line and I will let you know more about how to get your one-on-one or group mentoring. If you're looking for a reading, I'm available for private readings as well. Drop me an email and we can schedule something. Thanks very much for joining. Talk to you again. Bye now.